TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son,
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
The hell was that?
you're.
What it do? What the business is? What is good? It's your boy Mel, and we are back in this building again, bringing that barbershop to the box office, baby. TruVue Podcast. Here we go. Let's get it, y'all. Hola, como estas for everybody else, I guess.
I may be in E2.
In here
I am
too.
the I am hyphen X. TruVue Podcast. Thank y'all for joining in with us. Alley to my guy.
Hi everybody.
I was gonna say Mike gonna say something wild. The fucking Jay ready. Let's
No,
go.
Jay is no.
Go.
No, not with this movie. I come in peace, and I just want to say thank y'all for coming back.
Coming
I'm
black.
here.
Yep.
Man, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Zoe back again. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with the squad. We finna get into it.
Yeah, once again, thanks again for tuning
Man,
in.
what the fuck?
This is Grown Man MJ. Appreciate y'all for showing up today. Subscribe and join the tribe. Let's get it, fellas, and stay off that door.
Damn. Backpack. All right, y'all. Cheers, gentlemen.
You know, there's these accusations, man.
I'm a backpack.
Jay, you didn't hear that Spanish that these gentlemen tried to
Hey man, I was
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
insert into the conversation.
yo,
This
son,
at
was
least I
son.
tried,
Yeah.
man.
I
At least I
went
tried.
and told
Dora
when
level.
you say stay off the door, I just start Colombiana. Like I went a completely different
It's
spot.
not snowing, my
So
boy.
then,
Wow.
so then I had to come back. So once
You chasing the wrong monkey.
yeah, I was I
Um,
wasn't on the same. We weren't on the same flight. We weren't on the same.
I hit the wrong dog, is what you said.
That motherfucker said swiping, no swiping. God damn it. All right, man. What are we getting into today? Is this on? This on Amazon.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
Amazon Prime.
I was trying to get over that. Oh man, we are covering Argentina 1985. Currently streaming on Amazon Prime. Argentina 1985 is inspired by the true story of Julio
Stracetta?
Yep.
Flight.
I'm not gonna.
Luis
I'm not
Moreno
gonna care.
Ocampo, and their young legal team of unlikely heroes in their David versus Goliath battle to prosecute Argentina's bloodiest military dictatorship against all odds in a race against time to bring justice to the victims of the Juanita. Oh wait, junta? That ain't Juanita. The junta.
Well, I think Juanita is fine.
Man, no.
Junta? Is it junta? Like junta? All right, whatever. All right. Now, a Golden Globe.
So I'm not familiar with the language. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not familiar with the language.
I'm trying. I know the J's are like no, they're like H's.
Like Juan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can say it like that, but it's
Like
Juanita.
God, dog.
the
this
military junta. Look, man, you took more of it than I did. It's just what I picked up along the way.
The military Juanita though, dog.
Wait, that's not what we say.
I saw the say you did, and in my mind, Juanita. Like that's just,
No,
That's what you said.
I see it. I see it. It's not
I
far
didn't know
fetched.
the rest of it. I said, look, automatically it didn't go Juanita, bro. I'm sorry.
I see it.
Hey man, no, Argentina.
The heart was in the right place, man.
Let
Dog,
Trump get you all right.
No, it wasn't.
It's a Golden Globe winner for the best picture for non-English language film. So shout out to them. Let's jump into it. Where would we like to start? Obviously, I mean, we having a good time. Let's lead with love.
If I can, no, can I start? Can I start? Since I did, just want to just want to get mine out the way. So like, I did rate this the highest out of everyone, but my short bust in this was that there was never like any depth. It was always just it was very surface level.
Johnny.
You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't really go diving in. You know what I'm saying? That was my issue with this movie. Okay, guys, go ahead, have at it.
No, I kind of took the similar issue when I first watched it, but
Same.
in
Wait,
realization
when you first
of
watched
what
it,
was
how many
actually-
times did you watch it?
I did
I
twice.
watched it twice.
Okay.
I watched it.
I watched it twice. I watched it, but the first time I had, I was interrupted. Second time I could, actually sit and focus. But
Wait,
anyway,
how many times did you watch it, Zoe?
It took me 4 times to complete this.
God damn.
Damn.
Bro,
He was not interested.
Shit.
Man, bro.
because there's a lot of dialogue with it. But
Yeah.
and I kind of felt how Hyphen felt, where they didn't go beyond the surface, and you felt like you didn't get much of the backstory. But this was fairly 2 years after those people were out of power. So this had been sitting and stalling in society, in a society and court system for a while, and it was forced to his death, so to speak. And so I kind of understood why they put the movie where they put it at. But it does kind of take away because to me it's a national tale, and I think to bring this story beyond your borders, you need to maybe, as Hyphen say, go a little bit deeper into the story.
Yeah, like it said that these young people really meant something because they put them in the storyline. You know what I'm saying? When you read the synopsis of the movie, you know what I'm saying? So for them not to really like go and like see these stories that they were uncovering, you know what I'm saying, more in depth, you know what I'm saying, I think did a disjustice to that. I think they really missed something with that.
I
But
agree with that take.
But I like dialogue heavy movies. I like political type movies. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I rated it so high. But if it would have had more in depth on at least some of the cases, you know what I'm saying? Maybe chop it into a series or some shit. I would have been in it.
No, that's what's up, man. My whole short bus with it was it felt a bit soapboxy, if that makes sense. I was only getting one side of it. I didn't really get the point of view or the mentality of the dictatorships. I just knew that they were the bad guy. I didn't really get too much backstory. And that's a shortcoming for me because I wasn't really familiar with with this. So if you're bringing this to me just as a moviegoer, they should have did a little bit better just explaining exactly the idealistics or the ideals of the enemy, so to speak.
So I just want to say I agree with most of what everyone's saying. The one thing I think I'm giving a pushback on Lamel. Pause. But for me, I felt like the stories that they did tell. We pause and push back.
You can't push.
But I felt like the stories that they did tell were powerful and interesting enough. And honestly, although they were hard to hear, because again, it was like graphic, and way they shot.
I'm not to cut you off, but I'm not saying they didn't tell the stories of what they did.
No, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that part. Yeah, hold on. I agree, but like for me, especially the way they shot that courtroom scene with the back and forth between the real actual footage, and then you're seeing the real woman give her testimony, and then hearing the words again, it's like that to me was powerful. But here's my deal, right? The rest of the movie was so unnecessary to me. It was like and when I say unnecessary, is like nobody else in there had anything of substance or worthy of an attention. And that's where I feel like I would have loved to see the backstory of how a military takeover, and then the taking back of that part from a military. Because like for me, I think a military dictatorship is probably one of the more difficult ones to overthrow, because shit, they got the guns, you know what I'm saying, and they got the they got usually by fear, get down or lay down, like people are supporting them. So it's just I would have loved to see rather seen that story than some 5-year-old play spy. Like I didn't, but to me, I think it was more important to hear these women's stories, and just to hear them what they lived through is powerful. It was a powerful experience. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I kind of agree with Mel on that point as far as the
The
dictator
lack of depth.
having a point of view in the courtroom. I felt like that. Yeah, that should have been necessary because we didn't get the depth while here in this courtroom. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like there needed
I'll
to
say
be a
I get
stronger
what you're saying, but
connection
you are
to.
cutting up a lot.
Oh, am I? Because I'm hearing y'all cutting up. I'm gonna sign off and come back though. But yeah.
Okay. Because I want to get your point or hear your point.
Yeah, no, I think he was just saying how he needed their point of view, their perspective of how they were, like how did the whole dictatorship start? Was it something that started innocent and it kind of snowballed into a bigger?
This is nitpicky.
So y'all wanted to see a different movie,
right? What's that?
So y'all wanted to see a different movie?
No,
that's
not
different. No, it's not different.
They wanted the story to unfold with more depth on.
Yeah,
I want the whole
the
story, not
dictatorship
just
side.
this is their half.
See, here's my deal, right? Like,
well, hold on.
Me,
I feel like they just made a victim movie, right?
Okay.
So we're just getting the point of view from the victim, and usually dictators and stuff, they have an ideology that they actually or an agenda that they push and pursue.
Right.
I would like to know what that is, plus the victim's point of view behind it as well. Like that's all I'm saying.
This is where I'm saying. Okay, Mike, what were you saying now?
Can you all hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying was on the point that Lamel was making, and to the point that Hyphen was making, because we didn't get much story on the reason why we were in the courtroom, we didn't get much of that backstory. I felt like you did need more defense arguments from the dictators, just to get a little bit more of the scope of why they were in the position that they were in as well. Not to say that they were not at fault, but I think to have it leaning more towards the victims is the heroic side of the story that I think connects with more audiences than the points that we are making.
I think I hear what you guys are saying, and like I said originally, I agree with that side. I have an issue with saying like the dictator side of things, because I think it's like it's an opportunity.
Well, I'm only saying that. I'm sorry to push back. I'm only saying that because the movie actually showed how fair the trial was being established. You see what I mean? Like it was a fair
upstanding
trial all the way across the board.
Right. No, and I hear you. I just don't want it to be a situation where it's like, because every dictator is birthed out of some kind of hatred for someone, right? Like something, right? So we know that to be true. History has shown that. And the struggle for me is like, how much romanticism do we want to give to the obvious bad guy versus an opportunity to hear
they weren't the bad
stories of
they weren't the obvious bad guy. They had the dictators had at least half to even it was like 52% in favor of with the population. They weren't the obvious bad guy.
But the tactics that
they were
doing
heavily
to what
favored
these
by.
victims, yeah, but that favor could have come from, you don't know, we don't know if that favor is straight out of admiration or fear. Like that's a fact. Like that's just, they could have
But
just
I
said they
think I
got the
think
bigger guns.
I think the other side of the story would have cleared up what we debating right now.
Right.
Let me
And you
make no
gotta
mistakes.
realize how much of the other side of the story tells what happens today. Like the shit that was going on with them is very similar to the US's fight with other countries against Al Qaeda and terrorism and all the other
Right.
shit. Is very similar along them lines of how our involvement was with the Argentinian government during that time.
Right.
And so when they was taking over, that was our influence involved. You see what I'm saying? When the dictator was in power.
100%. And I'm not like, so my thing is like, I'm not arguing against the fact that telling that the rise to, even if it's a rise to power, like just the how a dictatorship was able to manifest there, right? How that came to be in Argentina. Like I think that would have been and made the movie more enjoyable. I concede to that. My question is, which my answer is like, I guess is no, isn't it more important to tell the survival's tale and the victory tale of like, this is also the only time in history that this has ever been done and done successfully?
Yeah,
Oh no,
think
I got that from the
that,
movie. I don't think that was missed, but I just feel like that story becomes stronger if you see the defense and you see the obstacles
that's
in the
fair.
way.
Not arguing that.
Yeah.
Not arguing
Right.
against that.
Yeah.
That's
right.
fair.
I agree with what Jay said and what Mike said, because they could have done that with like more intense courtroom scenes. I've seen more intense courtroom scenes on SVU. You know what I'm saying? On Law and Order. You know what I'm saying? Like it needed to be more intense, and those stories could have been told. All that could have been wrapped up. They could have told about the atrocities, did some flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Actually,
Like,
could
to
have did
me,
it with dialogue amongst the dictators as they were being tried and stuff. Like just having like banter back and forth with them. They could have dropped.
Which also they were muted the whole fucking time. Like not only did they not say, like there was no dialogue for them, but there was also the longest sentence I heard was, "Can you please ask the prosecution not to show obscene
Right, you didn't even hear anything from their attorneys or anything. Like they had there was no defense made at all. So it was just like I didn't necessarily need to hear from each individual one, but I thought some kind of defense attorney going against the witnesses or anything would have been,
shooting
helpful
some
for
bail
the movie.
to shoot, because I think like we can all agree like the lack of the backstory is the biggest short bus in this, right?
Yeah, it's the lack.
But shooting them some bail, don't you think we often ask for creators to have some responsibility to their audience? And society today is gullible. So does romanticizing dictatorship breed further, like,
I don't
racism or separatists, but they're going to have a story. Like at the end of the day, with Al Qaeda and Bin Laden, it was helped us against the Russians, left our homeland and tanks on our holy ground, and didn't give a fuck about us after the fact.
And
that right there is motivation for a lot of people that came out of that organization.
In this situation, though, it would make the story hit so much stronger if you knew the full story. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people came away just like how we felt.
But at what consequence? What consequence?
Yeah, and I've never heard of this scenario ever, so like it was all new to me.
What?
I don't think the consequence
story
is
of what happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to jump on top of what you were saying, Zoe, but I don't think the consequence that you're trying to say. You're saying the consequence will be that
could be
the way dictatorship has happened and everything could be reinstated somewhere else, or romanticized into a reason for a necessity. or
right
something like
for
that.
like for
Yeah,
bigotry and
yeah.
for and
But
raising.
what
Yeah,
I'm saying is the consequence may be to this dismember these regimes across the globe, because this is happening with,
because you
you
see
know,
the end result
History.
regardless.
History repeats
right.
itself.
Yeah, this is already getting repeated. This has already been repetitive down the road. I see the
Okay.
consequence as this is the strategy going forward to change the way your society is governed, or governments are run by corrupt people, or
AKA nip this shit in the butt.
yeah. There you go.
Shout out to Mike's angry translator.
Lester. Yeah. Nip this in the butt, god damn it.
That country grammar.
Nah, man. Nah, that was my biggest shortcoming with it, though, man. Besides that, I enjoyed it. Didn't hate it, but I enjoyed it. So
yeah, I thought it was a decent movie. I just felt the movie didn't have enough pushback in itself. You see what I'm saying? It was just a coastal ride of glory. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
and it was
right. A gradual incline.
even
It looked like the
yeah.
Bernie Madoff like projections. Like
It's like a movie like you'll watch like in middle school.
No dip, like just straight
Yeah.
90-degree angle.
like you gotta have that arc. Like you see all of the wrongdoing and you know it's wrong and you seeing it. So then when they finally start to fight back against that motherfucker, that's when you get that arc. And that's when the story becomes like you like, yeah, all right, you really behind them and you rooting for them to lock these motherfuckers up, man. Like get these motherfuckers out of power. And I just didn't get that. But
like even the intimidation tactics that were used in the movie didn't really hit hard for me as well.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
we just
made
gonna offer rides and shit.
No, just because they made everything so boogeyman. They didn't like I said, there was really no strength to the defense side of the courtroom scenes. So you didn't really understand how great the power was, and the explanation of it really just seemed more like terror, and they was just in control at the time.
Here's
now
where
we under different control with different powers. So
here's where I felt like
else running shit.
Well, like when Homeboy was about to start his car and then he decided to take the train, right? I remember thinking to myself, I really wish his car blew up. And in my mind, because I was so bored by that point. And that's where I'm like, for me, this was, and we can talk about it more in the next segment which I don't know if we want to move there. But like, yeah, I'll save that for that segment.
No, I was agreeing with you because it was definitely just a bunch of phone calls and like prank phone calls and rumors of bombs.
And just like breathing heavy on the other end, like so I'm
gonna blow this motherfucker up.
So even the boogeyman element to me wasn't successful. See, that's what you get.
Talking about your refrigerator's running. You better go catch it.
So no, I mean
that was the equivalency, boy.
That was just about it right there.
I was like, what the fuck are we looking at?
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Okay, he back.
So all I was gonna say for me was like, this was probably one of the most interesting yet least enjoyable movies I've ever watched.
Damn.
For this podcast or probably in my entire life, because the story is remarkable, right? Like,
but they didn't dig in and put that story together, bro.
But that's my thing. It was like the execution just kind of left me depressed as fuck. Like the shit of like when they're describing because the whole, for me, the only thing that is captivating about this is the courtroom scenes and hearing the stories of like the people that survived, right?
Can I add to that? Because I thought that was captivating too, Jay, but I also thought it was captivating the amount of intel that they gathered in that short span of time with a team that was inexperienced, bro. That shit was crazy.
And young.
That shit's crazy,
young.
bro.
And that's my thing. Is like probably the most there was one experience.
That's really the strength of your want to, though. That's really the strength of your want to.
And they're still prosecuting people today.
Today.
So to me, it was just kind of like, obviously, there's more to this, right? But I was so fucking.
Don't
I
you
was
say it.
bored, bro.
Damn,
Like
you said it.
it was. I was just, but I was bored. But I knew I couldn't like look away.
I
Like
thought
I
we
had
played
to
the
finish
music.
it. I had to finish it.
I
I
thought we
had to
played the
finish it.
music.
I
No,
had to
G, I
finish it.
can
I
hear
had
what
to
you're
finish.
saying as far as bored because and I can understand
Oh, man.
why it took Zoe 4 times to get through it.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah, I'm not
easy
mad
to
at that.
become distracted from the film.
Man,
So I get what you're saying there, but the story itself is very like I want to see how this turns out and
Exactly.
what
So
and
you're
what was the
invested.
process. Yeah, so
You're invested. It's like
I caught myself
it's
rewinding
like
a lot
being
just
with
to
like
catch the dialogue.
it's like
because
being
those
with
names
like a toxic bitch that sucks really good dick.
Wow. So
Right?
I'm
Wow.
Like,
just
no,
gonna,
like,
I'm
that's
just
not
gonna,
the same.
like
I'm
think about it. It's
What?
kind of the
What?
same thing, bro. Like you
The
can't
toxic
leave that.
bitch
that's not bored though, my
Like
nigga.
yeah, that's
yeah,
not
but
bored.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
That's
But
exciting.
it's
Yeah.
hell.
It's
I want
like
to hear.
being with
I want to hear him out. I
oh
want to hear him
hold
out.
on.
I want to hear him
no,
out.
Jay,
I want to hear him out.
it's like being
Little
with
bit
the
of teeth,
fat
not
chick
much.
that suck good
Just
dick.
a little bit of teeth.
Yeah, but if she fat, that's even better, bro. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
Yeah,
like
do
being
it.
with
And she gonna
it's
be
like
sucking
being
dick.
with the
Gonna make
ugly
you
chick.
feel
Let's
like
say the
you're
ugly chick that suck good dick.
Wait. We're not talking about no broadback bitch, no bison built bitch. Like,
No,
there's
yeah,
a
we talking about
difference.
an ugly motherfucker, like one that is
Oh,
not
oof.
like you got to explain when you present her. You
the
get what I'm saying?
linebacker snacker.
Like when you
That's
bring
what
her around your fellas, you got to explain why you with her. Like,
Yeah, I met her when my granny died. She was
That's
there
right,
for me.
right.
them
Yeah, she held me down in the back. Yeah,
the after 11
yeah.
PE only 11 PM only moves,
boy.
goddamn.
Oh
See,
man,
All right. Okay. Yeah. No.
she good with kids.
hyperventilating, walking to the bed.
Mike, that might be it. That might be it. That's a very good point.
So
That's a very good
so
point.
a couple of parts of the movie that I liked.
God,
I like the scene where
thank you.
what is his name, Julio, when Julio's
I feel like
wife kind of came to him and was like, I believe in you, X, Y, and Z. Like I really enjoyed that
Yeah.
because it was like she came out of her character because she was a bitch the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And she just wanted her husband to have a set of balls. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like it was perceived. It was like she was a hard motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Or like
Mm.
she was just hard exterior. Very okay. Let me say it like this: she was a woman in very masculine energy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And for her to say that to him,
Would you
like
say
you could
she's
tell that like
Americanized? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't see
no,
that
I'm
in
not
her.
gonna say that, but
I didn't see
I'm
that.
not saying she was American. I'm
Oh,
not
she
saying
wasn't
she was
that bad. She wasn't
Americanized.
that bad. Okay.
Yeah, but like she was like really stern. Like he would try to coddle her a little bit, and she's just like, nigga, I don't need no coddling. Like he was like, I think from now on, me and you should only answer the phone. She was like, oh, is it are they threatening to kill us again? They've been calling all day. I'm tired of them. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like, I can handle this,
What you got?
and she just wanted. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was going to finish. I was just putting my hand because I wanted to
Oh,
go push back on
I
it.
thought you were
Yeah,
doing.
me
But,
too. I'm right there
but I
with
didn't
you.
see her in that way. I saw her more so as supportive, and I saw her as knowing what was right for versus what happened. And she
Right. It was more of her
was gonna stand
delivery.
on it.
Hold it, Jay.
And it was like I feel like that's something women don't get the credit for when they got a decision and when they got their mind made up, they stand on it, bro.
Okay,
But
no,
see,
no,
They not,
see,
they
wait,
not.
wait, wait,
no,
wait.
no, 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 no.
I gotta give you something right quick.
I
Wait.
can't do
What
it.
hyphen? I get what hyphen is saying because, and I feel a lot of that comes from the voiceover more than the actor.
Okay, good point, Zo.
Yeah.
Good
Fuck
point.
Yeah.
all that shit. Fuck
Okay.
all that shit.
Go ahead,
The
Jay.
wife needed to get slapped. Like, here's my deal, right?
You
Oh
got Sean
no!
Connery? Motherfucking Sean Connery up in this motherfucker.
Jay, we
Jay,
just
no, I want to hear him out. I want to hear him out.
Get that out.
I was quiet.
All right, this is not the place to get that out,
I was
Jay.
quiet.
No,
That
I
bitch
want to hear
needed
him out. I want to hear him out.
two-piece.
Jay, why
She
does he
needed
deserve to be
two-piece.
slapped?
She needed
Jay
a two-piece.
said, what do you
Let
tell
me
an
explain something to you. I
Argentinian
listened
woman
to
with two black
Man,
eyes?
fuck
Nothing.
that bitch.
Already told him twice. That's what this
Right.
motherfucker
Not
said.
even, and a
Tell
third in
more
the
than once
stomach.
already.
Let me explain something to you.
I want to hear this.
To
God.
me, she was so annoying because she never respected the danger they were in, and to me, that is why she was so fucking condescending in the beginning. Because she was like, "Ain't no pressure, we can handle it." Bitch,
But
these
see-
motherfuckers got guns the size of fucking
I
Bow
think she
Wow.
knew
you
what she was
dumbass.
up against. She just wasn't gonna be
How
on no
would she
phone and
know?
shit.
I took it as
I thought she was
How
like,
she
let
being
your nuts swing,
positive.
player.
How she knew? Do you hear what they did to like the other bitches in this motherfucker? Ain't no fucking way she appreciated it. Because if you did, dumbass, you wouldn't be letting your fucking daughter walk around all Rome and be able to dish the
No,
goddamn
now that motherfucker's disrespectful. She was
right?
disrespectful.
Yo, all the
It
bitches were
wasn't
like,
Obama though.
no, the mama was the same fucking way, bro. She gonna
Nah,
talk
think-
shit to the.
I took it as the
No,
mama wanted
no.
his nuts to swing. And
Let me
she
explain
was,
something.
like, trying
Let me
to
Yeah.
explain something to you.
like,
Let me explain
I
something
think
to
you
you.
off
Let me
there.
explain something. When I say bitch, like, yo, shit is hot right now. I need you to act
Hold your glass
accordingly.
up.
Because I don't want to fucking double back and have to remind you of some shit. Now we both shot in this bitch, all right? Because your ass want to sit here and ask questions. I'll TK Kirkland say,
But see,
like when I say duck, bitch,
look
don't.
though. It's a thing.
When
I
I say
took it
duck,
as
bitch, duck. Now we both shot in the hospital. Like, no.
I took it as more of her living on one frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like her being
Yeah,
positive and
protected
saying
because
fuck
she's
all
always
that
been
shit.
good. She's always been good. She ain't
What is Zoe saying, Jay? Hold on. God damn.
bullshit, is what Zoe's saying. Listen to me. That bitch
No,
always been
nigga.
good. So she ain't
No, nigga.
all right. She ain't fucking realized
Yo
what's
ass,
really fucking happening. That's
yo ass
pissing me
was over
off.
there scary with it, boy.
Scary with what?
Oh my God. I told you, Jay, this is not the place to get your shit out, dog. All right.
Scary with what? Scary with what? This not over here, B. Not over here.
Oh
It's a
my
different
God.
ship
Oh,
over
man.
here. All right. It's a different
No,
ship
but
over
I,
here.
I,
I've
I do, I
traumatized
do, I
mine. I
do.
took her to like.
Oh
Listen,
shit.
she
Go
learned to
ahead.
duck though. She learned to
Jay,
duck.
hold on. What was Hyper saying, Jay? I'm trying to say.
No, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. What happened?
Look, Hyper like, no, hell.
Fuck out here.
No.
Ain't
No,
ain't
no,
none
no,
of
no,
that.
no, no, no.
Nah, ain't none of that. Mine know that. Mine know the
So
duck.
you said you traumatized her by doing what?
Nah, don't
No.
worry about all of that. Like
Hey,
what I said was
let's
this
get
mine knows
back
how
to
to
this
duck.
movie.
Okay.
I did catch a lot of drip from the movie Worth, which is one that I was trying to think of that we covered back in the day.
Now I
It was
did
Worth,
like I will
Netflix,
say
I
this.
think it
I will
was.
say this. I will say
Hey,
this.
man,
And how
this
they
nigga, he on his
Worth,
own
and
show.
how they went about getting their information and doing all of that stuff. It was very similar to that.
The
I love
fits here
how
was fire.
Argentina 1985, they captured the damn time of 1985.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And the
Fire.
clothing, the cars,
Fire.
everything was caught perfectly. Yeah, let's get to
The
the
cigarette,
Fire.
the chain smoking, motherfucker
Oh
smoking
my
like a
god.
motherfucker,
They
man.
was smoking
Crazy.
everywhere. They was smoking in the
Bruh.
courtroom and everything,
The
bro.
That
That
shit
shit was
was
mustache.
crazy as hell.
beautiful.
Like,
Hey, I'm
Mustache.
finna age the room. Let me age the room real quick.
they
Shit.
Do
was
y'all?
in the
Do,
they was in the
hey,
judge
do y'all-
shit, smoking and shit too. The judge's chamber. Go
Yep.
ahead.
bro, do y'all remember the time period, the weird time period with smoking and non-smoking sections?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
lived in Florida during that time. There was no
Where
non-smoking section.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember when you could smoke in all the sections, dog.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm talking about going like to like
The
a
transitional.
restaurant,
That's what we
going to
talking
a
about.
restaurant
In the restaurant,
like
you
a
used to
like a
smoke all the
Ponderosa,
sections.
The
Ryan's.
non-smoking.
Then it turned to smoking non-smoking.
No, the non-smoking section was just outside.
No, it was just the other side of the
Nah,
room.
they
I
had the
remember
other
that
side of the
shit.
You can
room.
still be next to a smoker, but they considered it
Yeah, like
I
the
non-smoking.
smoke
remember.
still the smoke still came over.
I
You know what I'm
think that
saying?
was a
They were just on the
that
other
was a
side of the
state
room.
situation.
Yeah.
I think that was a statewide situation because I remember, like, I lived in New York, and New York was like they went all the way to the very last end before they had to go non-smoking. There was no option of like splitting it. It was like you're going straight. Everywhere is just non-smoking, and then
Wait a minute. They had
I
to
lived.
tell New York they was going straight.
What?
That's a reach, right? Like we can all acknowledge that was a bomb, and we can move forward. So, like I was saying, right?
Oh,
And then in Florida,
All right,
Florida
guns
just
out.
never changed. Florida till this day, that's one of the things. When I go to Florida, is the only time. Like that's one of the reasons why I had to quit smoking. Because when I would go to Florida, I'll go through like 2-3 packs in like a couple days. Like it was everywhere, bro. And that shit is lovely. telling you, bro, like you eat your dinner, you eat your lunch, and then right there you just light up and shit, and there's an ashtray and you sipping on something, and then like, fuck.
Damn. I've never heard anybody try smoking a cigarette like that
Bro,
before.
it was the
Man,
bliss,
The
bro. It
addiction
was
is real.
bliss.
The
It was
addiction
fucking
is real.
bliss. Like you don't understand.
Sometimes you just gotta listen to people, man.
The bliss. It was bliss. It was bliss.
Man,
But
I
I
feel
wouldn't
like
go back.
my lungs got darker just listening to this shit. God
I
damn.
wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go.
Oh man. Like the part I like the part like where he was like he had like the young people came in with the new document and shit while the general was in the witness chair and he was like, oh, we got it right here that you're lying. I wanted to know more about that document.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the
Like
original.
what's
What was originally said, motherfucker?
right? What was in that document? Because he got cocky as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of good potential in this film. A lot of good potential, man. They should have made it a series. They should
It's
have made it a series, man.
I could have
It's
seen this
won the
as a
award,
series.
though.
It would have been fire.
Yeah,
It
it's
It
would
won
have
the
been
award
fire.
because it was a victim story. Victim stories always win, unless it's black
Yeah.
victim stories.
And you can play it
But
in schools. You
you
can play
can
this
play
in the
the
schools and
school,
be
and it's
cool.
historical. Like it's gonna win. It's not a bad put together movie, but it's not enjoyable by any means.
Damn.
It's just not. It's a great fucking story, and the way it's
It
shot is fucking beautiful and riveting. Like
I don't know.
there, you
it would
I
be a
enjoyed
great.
it. I enjoyed the relationship he had with the older guy that was giving him the game on how the procedures of the court cases would go and how he would be perceived in society and how he would you know what to expect and how to navigate it. I thought that dude was kind of was a cool character that they had in there. So I enjoyed the dialogue. Like I say, I've been one of the first to say it on this podcast that I don't need a bunch of explosions and gunshots
Yeah,
to
no,
I'm
no, no,
dialogue
no.
heavy
I
as well.
agree,
car chases and
dude.
shit like
Dude,
that.
I
I
watched.
thought they did enough to build the suspense with the danger of taking the trial, the paranoia that was instilled around that, and the just the conversations of
Okay, let me
what's
ask you
his
this
name?
question.
What's
Let
his
me ask you
name?
this. Let me ask you a question.
Julio and Ocampo, Marino Ocampo. I like those
Oh
interactions.
yeah,
And I
that
Okay,
like the
dynamic.
this might
interactions
be
of
this.
Marino Ocampo with his mother as well,
Let me ask you
Hey,
this question.
and how
real
he was
quick, Mike, I
telling,
did like that. I did like
go
that's
ahead.
when he realized he could win. That's when he realized he could win the case. You know what I'm saying? He was when he finally was able to. He overheard him convincing his mother. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
remember there was had that
Oh,
big
that
ass
phone call.
argument
That phone call.
about
Yeah.
how we can't be out here trying to convince your mom because she goes to church with him and he's a saint to her. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We have to worry about the case. But then when he heard that, he was like, "Damn, we got her to think otherwise." So like, it's a possibility we can win this case. I think they played down on that moment. They should have like brought that up because that was a great moment
I
in the
don't.
film.
Maybe this is an impossible question, but Mike, let me ask you a question. Right? Take away, let's say, let's say they didn't do so much detail in the stories of the survivors. Maybe they did like only an eighth of what they actually did in the film, right? As far as graphic and descriptive and that quality of shooting. Like just diminish it down to an eighth. You with me? Does the boogeyman does the boogeyman element of the dictatorship still exist for you? And for me, I say no. And I think when you have to rely so much on the victim
No, what I'm
statement,
saying about the boogeyman is that we spoke on it earlier how they were silent. They didn't have a
yeah,
voice really, so you didn't hear it.
right.
Anything from their side, and then all you had was the harassment calls and the letters and stuff like that.
But
So
you
never
also
even seen
said,
those people as well. Go ahead.
unless I'm mistaken, but I thought you also said like the way they displayed almost the background boogeyman of the dictatorship throughout the film was one of the good things, enjoyable things for you, right?
No, not
Okay,
that.
then I
It was
mistake. Then I'm sorry.
it's more of the paranoia.
Yeah,
that
but
was
is that
established. But that was established early on, from the very onset of the film, when he came in and was like talking to his son about where was his daughter, who was she with, where did they go, all of that stuff. Because I might be getting this case, there will be people setting themselves up in your lives to get at me. That's paranoia.
Your boyfriend just want to happen to meet over there right by the building.
Ocampo comes out the building. There's two dudes coming down the stairs. He gets to the front door. It's a dude smoking a square. He just take off running. Then they ask him, you know, did you want to ride home? We don't know if that's security. We don't know if that's actually the people. You see what I'm saying? But he's
I just
paranoid.
took it as it was the people.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was paranoid. So they played up a good side of paranoia, but they didn't really play up a good side of the boogeyman.
Okay, I thought you were saying that they played up the boogeyman in an enjoyable manner for you, because I was like, that to me, the only reason why there was even existent, I even noticed there was a boogeyman, was because I was of the stories that the victims were telling.
Right, you need those. You definitely
need those. That's what I'm saying. Like without that, there is no element of danger, and I just feel like history is a brutal fucking playground. If you're honest with it, though, you can entertain and teach. And I just felt I'm repeating myself, so I'm gonna just stop.
That was good.
Yeah, it just
I really enjoyed just the third time you said it too. That's beautiful.
Well, that was my first time hearing it, Jay. First time I heard it, Jay. That was good, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, again and again. But let's talk about how this flavor.
Yeah, that sounds all good. Let's see how this. Let's talk about how this shit sounds.
You know what I'm saying?
It must be
I forgot, man. My bad, Mike. I was caught up. I was like, I think they forgot his still alive. Like,
Shit, nigga.
Wait, what happened?
Shit.
What happened?
Giving him the cues over here. This nigga's.
I was stuck.
Wait, what happened?
It must be.
Wait, y'all could hear that? Damn, these are some good ass microphones,
bro. How do you think a microphone works? Like you gotta.
Yeah, but still, I didn't think that. I said that under the breath. Like I didn't think that was gonna be.
Oh my god. Oh, how was the flavor in this, gentlemen?
No, I thought the flavor in this was cold. I really didn't look up anything into the people who produced it, but I like how the film was introduced in that car scene, and then the process of him processing. You heard a lot of classical music, and then when they were actually going into grabbing a lot of the information and things, you heard a lot of like notes that reminded me of like Discovery. Like I was hearing it in the background. Like I said, I got distracted at that time, but I rewound it. But it had like a Discovery type of music to it. It was real, like everything kind of fit in sync with what was going on in the movie. And I thought it was patterned well, and it was all, to me, original, except for maybe the classical joint.
Right there, when you say original, did anyone else get the feel that, like, especially during like the research montages, where they're like figuring shit out and they're looking at all
Jake.
the papers.
Research montages. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait, are you being sarcastic right now?
No, I'm being serious.
No, he's for real. He's for real. He's for real.
Yeah, that was that music that I was talking about. That sounded like it was
that music, right?
Yeah,
that music.
Okay.
Did it immediately take you back to like Matlock and like the
yes. Murder She Wrote, all that
Murder
shit.
She Wrote, like immediately I was submerged there, and I thought to myself, I was like,
Kojak.
how fucking
Sherlock, all that.
Maybe and this is a look at me, but I just want to say here because it applies. But like, for them to like transport the viewer like that, how dope is it? It's a movie that's not only set in this time, it's shot in this time, and then like it's the backdrop is this time. Like,
Yes. And
even how you present it, like with because they would do the shit that would bug me out is like someone would come storming into a room and then stop. And like,
Stop, look at the camera, smile.
I'm just kind of like, where are we? Like, so
Nah,
I just
man.
thought that was dope. Okay, so I'm not the only
no,
one.
that was a good point though that you said how it was shot in that time period, like the film work that they did, and they also used a lot of good realistic footage blended with.
Oh
Yeah, that's
absolutely. That
I
was
forgot to
dope.
bring that up and to look at me how they did that. But shout out to Pedro Osuna. He was the director of music. So Pedro, you did a good job with this one, man.
Oh yeah, 5 stars.
Yeah, I think for me that's what kind of got me into the movie a little bit more. Specifically, like during the scene when he was interviewing the younger cats, and I can't remember the dialogue exactly, but he asked him if he knew a specific song, and Shorty started singing the joint. And it went into the actual record.
Went
I'm
into
like,
the
damn.
song, yeah.
So I felt the music kind of helped transition the scenes a lot. Like, you know, Jay was speaking on earlier as far as the moods and the emotions of the film. And it kind of helped me get over the bad dialogue with the overdubbing.
It does. It makes it easier. It makes it way more palatable.
Yeah.
You gotta do the original language and just read the subtitles for
it. I was gonna say that too. I think it's really the overdubs that you guys are feeling the language was bad on. I think if you was,
I did watch half of that.
In his original shit, it might have came out
man,
better. But
I
watched the overdubs and it wasn't terrible.
Every time Mike gets on here and talks about like the original tongue, I watched it in its original tongue. I'm like, I feel like he's taking a shot at me.
Baritone. That nigga hate the baritone.
Like he's taking a shot at me.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Hey, what's your name, Jay?
Like, I ain't reading nothing. I don't read.
Exactly. Fuck out of here, B.
Hey, yay.
What you got in that cup over there, man?
Huh?
What you got in that cup?
Sir, what's in my cup?
Whoa.
He
gave you
damn, my nigga.
My man almost lost his battle.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's the example right there.
Let me explain something.
I just asked the question.
That was it.
This nigga finger twirling this shit, man. Come on, bro.
Man. What the hell?
All right, no. I'm fucking with you. It's Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
It's just some wine.
Okay.
But it's the bottle. Like, you split the bottle. You don't have the whole bottle, but like I had the whole bottle, like by myself.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. That's normal with wine.
Shit.
Yeah, but like you're supposed to split
man.
it with somebody, not drink the whole thing.
Nah,
street is this?
Split it with your alter egos. That's all.
I don't have those.
It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Sometimes you gotta press the button, man.
Oh God.
Right.
This is I'm in love with the Rico.
All right.
Hey, that's like a triple entendre. That's a triple entendre.
That's going in
Rico Suave.
Man, this is Don Julio.
Damn.
Don Julio. Okay, yeah, I like that one too.
Don, yeah, that's a good one.
Came out the gates, man.
Okay, yeah, that one goes in the trunk.
Julio.
Oh damn, I know I ain't.
Yeah.
How long that car been outside?
How long that car been outside? Yo.
What about the Terror Squad?
Hot Daughter Summer.
Okay, I like that.
Hot Daughter Summer.
Damn.
Damn. Fast ass girl.
Yeah, she for the streets.
Legit.
She for the streets.
Legit. Gonna come to her daddy talking about so.
I
You can
knew.
stop following me. I knew you had somebody following.
Yeah, I was gonna say Julio Caesar, but I like Don Julio.
Let me see.
The Terror Squad.
You ain't so big without your gun, huh?
Damn.
One for the books.
Should have got an Uber. God damn it.
Wait, I got one.
Oh shit.
But you want to hear my side though?
Well, you say what?
What do you say?
No idea.
But you want to hear my side though?
Oh, that's what
you want me to, can I say my side?
I thought he said something in Jamaican.
No.
Can I say my side?
Thought that nigga was talking patois.
Patois, goddamn it.
Oh god, nah, fuck that. That's fire. That's going in the chat.
Oh man.
Smoke yours.
Yeah, you got a white.
Ride or die.
Oh man.
Teen Titans.
I hit her
Playing on my phone.
I hit her as hard as she said.
What?
I hit her as hard as she said.
It's a lot.
Okay, all right.
Boy, that Sean Connery is strong in you, man.
Shout out to the GOAT.
Sad.
You didn't like 007 growing up? You didn't watch Entrapment?
Not for him.
Lou, what your mama said. Lou, what your mama say?
Dang.
Whatever they
You
said
about
he
to
did.
lose your job.
Hey, that nigga was trying to duck that motherfucker, wasn't he? He was trying to duck that motherfucker, boy.
Mama said lock you up.
Your mama said lock you up. Yeah.
Okay, what about this? Help, police.
Damn.
What is happening?
You for sure swallowed.
What happened?
The pedo is strong with you.
Man, it's something.
Damn, boy.
This shit is in your sinuses.
You got a cleft palate or something. What the fuck?
You might have a swollen adenoid. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get that checked.
For some polyps or something. God damn.
Is pollen in the air?
We're good. Yeah, no, there is a lot of pollen in the air. It is.
Oh, shit.
A lot of pollen.
God damn.
A lot of pollen in the air. All right, we got to pick one, guys. I like, but can I say my side though?
Now that I understand what you said, that is kind of funny. But when you said that shit, I was like, what the fuck did you say?
I like
Hey, I'm gonna let you finish.
I like Mama said lock you up.
There we go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can we acknowledge that Hyphen finally threw a shot at Kanye? That's what I'm. Thank you, man.
I was just saying for a title. Man.
I love it, man. I love it, Hyphen.
That's not necessarily a shot.
Okay. Damn. I like Don Julio.
I like Don Julio. I'm in love with the Rico, and Mama said lock you up.
All right. So no one want to fuck with my idea. Okay, it's all good.
It's not personal.
Okay,
I like
no. If that's the case,
Terror Squad and
my top three.
Yeah, Mama said lock you up, Terror Squad, and
I go with I'm in love with the Rico. But it seems I'm in love with the Rico. No, that's
what you're going.
No, that's a stupid melody.
Yeah, I don't know what LaMelo was saying.
I'm in love with a stripper, but I'm in love with the Rico.
I'm in love.
That was not where I was at.
I like the can I say my side though?
Thanks, Zoe.
Thanks, Zoe.
Thanks, Zoe.
Way to be a team player, Zoe.
Yeah, I appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Don't change it now that you realize it's me with your high ass. Like, let it rock. I don't know why I did that. That was unnecessary. Can I apologize to
You
you?
need to make that a clip.
Yeah.
Just make it.
This shit is
Ear hug.
Nah,
We're
my
all
nigga,
good.
nah.
Whoa,
no.
pause.
It's a lot. It's a lot
This
going
shit
on.
is we don't negotiate with terrorists.
No, we're not adding to the list. We're picking from the list. What the
We don't
fuck is
talk
wrong
about Julio.
Yeah, we don't talk about Julio. Yeah.
No,
Wow.
it's gonna. All right, okay.
That's
all
a
right.
good one.
That's it. The finalists are Mama Say Lock You Up and Can I Say My Side Though?
Nigga, that's not fair. That's
Mama said lock you up in Don Julio.
Don Julio.
This nigga
Mom-
that nigga is biased.
And Santa Claus
was
ain't
a-
real, motherfucker. What,
I say
duh.
Don Julio it is.
That was a personal attack.
Duh.
Don Julio is the winner. Goddamn.
Yeah, I think Don.
Yeah,
I'll
Don Julio, motherfucker.
This motherfucker over here.
Yo, wait a minute. We gotta have this talk. Man.
Captain Obvious
When
over
has
here.
this segment become so personal, dog? I feel like
Hyphens
all
and
It was
Yeah,
when your ass
bro.
started winning. When
was
grown man
hyphens
MJ
and
started
Riaz.
winning this motherfucker like back to back. God damn it. We was like, nah,
Yeah.
fuck this.
No. I never said that, Mike. I never said that.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro.
When Jay drinks Pinot,
Whoa.
damn.
Enunciate that shit.
Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, get them all.
Oh shit.
God damn. This is why this is done on the weekends.
Man.
Okay, that's why he.
Oh shit.
All right. Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo,
Man, the
what's
official.
going on? We gonna have to have this talk off camera, man. Where does we get so personal, dog? Like all camaraderie is gone. Like end of the show, niggas is mad at each other and shit.
I voted for your shit. You could at least give me thrown a
Mama
vote
said
in my
Lock You Up
way.
is great. But anyway,
Mama said Lock You Up is dope.
The official TruVue rename for Argentina
Listen up.
1985 is
Listen up.
Don Julio. Oh, y'all wild. The official TruVue score for Argentina 1985, currently streaming on Amazon Prime, is.
Find out. 1, 2, 3.
That's
so here's my thing, right? Like
it is a 3. Hold on, let me set it up. All right, y'all. Let's run it through the recommendation and rewatchability recap. Let's hit it.
So I'm not gonna rewatch this, right? But I do recommend it just because, like, because I do think when a movie is heavy dialogue, if it's great dialogue, it's great, right? But I will tell people, like, check it out, but don't expect much.
Damn.
So I wouldn't rewatch this.
No, that's an understandable take. I actually feel the same exact way. Once I concluded the movie, there's really no need for me to rewatch it. There's really not any hidden gems or anything that I think I'm gonna find. But it still was an interesting watch. It was a topic that I'm not privy to, so it's always good to watch a movie and get some added information.
Speaking of that,
repertoire that I did.
Mel, you're very like go back and research the story behind the story, right?
Yes.
Did this even inspire you to do that?
No.
Like we know that's what I'm saying, man. Like
and that's not taken away.
And I'm not the guy for that, but like I know you are, so I'm just kind of like
it's just they didn't give me enough to pique my interest in seeing what the dictators were doing. it was just kind of like, okay, they beat them. But like I said, man, it is it's a high recommendation. I do feel like more people should watch this and discover this, man. It was a decent watch. It's just one that you probably wouldn't enjoy rewatching, in my honest opinion. But I mean, I could be wrong. Y'all could let me know. So
yeah, man, for me, I don't see myself running this back at all either. There were some parts of it that were enjoyable, but it just wasn't my cup of tea as far as a film. And, you know, I do like informational pieces, but, you know, I just think the delivery of the story could have been better to just get people, you know, more interested in what was going on. As far as recommending, I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, they could have came harder.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch this, but like in a different type of setting. Like this is like something I will show my students. You know what I'm saying? And then like we'll do a research on what happened in Argentina in 1985 and watch the movie and can do a compare and contrast. I will watch it in that context. I wouldn't just sit down and rewatch this, but I did enjoy what I did see. I just wanted more out of it.
Yeah, I'm not all the way mad at this. I don't think I would rewatch it just because of how I watched it to prepare for the show. I watched it a couple times already. Recommendation, it would be a niche group of people that I would recommend it to. People who like historical films or even courtroom dramas. You know what I'm saying? People who are into those. You know, I think that's a good market for this film, or political stories as well. So I think it does have its niche for a recommendation, and being that it was a foreign film, there may be just a different narrative of how they put together their pieces that we may not have the same recognition or appreciation for. So I would recommend it. So that's my take.
nah, man, that's a good take. I mean, you guys can always let us know. Like we always say, if we got it right, we got it wrong. Drop us a line in the notes and let us know, man. And you can do that over at TruVuePodcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm trying to hold a black pod down. And also, thank you for riding with us over at the YouTube TruVue Podcast at YouTube. That's TruVue Podcast at the YouTube, man. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the share. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell for notifications because we are dropping stuff all during the week now. As well as leave a comment, leave something that you want us to review, because we do respect and listen to our people out there. You know what I'm saying? We understand here at the TruVue Podcast that your time is extremely precious. So why waste it watching bullshit? Let us do that for you. And then you can just listen to us. I'm sorry. They need to stop putting out the profanity. If they put out a movie make me say bullshit, that's on them. But
Oh man, most definitely thank y'all for rocking with us. Like do everything that Melly Mel just said. Follow me over on TikTok at IM-X, dropping exclusive light skin black facts. Rock with me over there.
And a dark
Alley-oop
skin
to
one.
my guy.
A dark skin.
Alley-oop to my guy. I said what I said. I said what I said.
A dark skin one is also
alley-oop to my guy.
He'll accept.
Alley-oop to my guy.
This Black History Facts is just what we're looking for. Bring forth the people, bring forth the culture, bring us all together.
I'll be dropping light skin black facts. Didn't say anything bad about dark skin folks.
Did he say white skinned?
See,
that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
All right, you know what? That's rude. I will not mess with
Mama, the field niggas and the house niggas are fighting again.
Man, just go watch it.
Like I said, alley-oop to my guy. Somebody touch the ooh. Alley-oop to my guy.
Too far.
And make sure your kitchen clean. Go watch some shit and make sure your kitchen clean.
Podcast, y'all know what we always say. God damn it.
Go watch some shit.
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. What the hell was that?
You're